Hello, here we are again. Another Matthews modelling. Yeah, I feel like I've done a lot of these lately, but just been so much to show, been so much going on. Right, okay, so we've taken a look at Vulcan and the NCB Class 08. In the last video, they were like a look back at some old models that have had a bit of a rework, and this video is no different. So again, long-term subscribers will know about my beloved EWS Class 20, but a few newbies. So this is a Lima model, and this body was originally in the river sheath green. I didn't overly like it back then at the time, and also at that time was when Olivia's Trains were producing the limited edition EWS Class 20, and I saw that, clocked it, and I was like, yep, love it. You can't get much quirkier and different than an EWS Class 20, so I went ahead and produced a repaint. Now this was one of the first re-livery jobs I ever did, so admittedly it came out quite well, especially the maroon. The maroon applied extremely well. The gold, slightly annoying, trying to get a straight line, but I got there in the end. And the weathering from back in the day, yeah, it's passable. It's passable. I've worked it a little bit lately just to try and make it a tad better, but you know, it's an old model. But I think, yeah, I think it's doing all right. So I've been running it lately. There was a few problems that needed to be sorted with it, mainly the coupling. The couplings has always been a pain on this. It used to come loose and it had to refit it and things like that. So in the finish up, I just took it off, just fitted a good old Hornby D-style coupler. So we've got a coupling on there now, that's fine. For those who don't know about it, I'll try and get around the front and give you a close-up. So I did a full detailing job on this, all pipe work down there and brand new buffers on it, some white metal buffers. And then since the refurb, what I've done is I've added a BR green bonnet door. Now when I met up with my friend David the other week, he brought along his extremely lovely weathered Batman Class 20. I think it's a green one, and straight from the factory on there they've put a replacement blue bonnet door on it, I think, and I really like the touch. It's something I've done before. I had replacement panels a lot on older stuff. So yeah, once I saw his I thought I want to have a pop at that, so I got home, routed it out, and I gave this one a replacement green door on this side. And then if we just turn it round, line these bogies back up, which this Lima chassis is just an absolutely brilliant job for, and the blue one on this side. So I've just thrown some even more quirky touches into this quirky loco. Very pleased with it, very pleased with it. I think it looks great now. The only thing I wish I had done was I should have sanded down the gold stripe on the door before I painted it. You can very slightly pick up the lines still going across the door from the gold stripes, so I would imagine at a later date I'll change that, because that ain't going to sit well with my OCD at all. But for now, you know, from distance, yeah, it's doing alright. We've got replacement bonnet doors. And then the other thing I did was, back in there when I built this, I added the domino head code on the rear. But that used to be just sat flush to the cab, and obviously now I'm a bit more experienced and things like that. It obviously needed an actual head code box and not just the code sat flush to the cab. So that now sticks off the rear of the cab, you can see there, and that's just a piece of, I think it's 3mm thick plastic card, just a strip cut out with the head code fitted over the top, and again we're fully detailed with piping and buffers at that end. So yeah, it's just a revisit of an old loco, just a bit of a spruce up, bit of a freshen up. I've touched up the weather in here and there the best I can, but without doing a full repaint and things of an old model. It's not going to look as good as some of my more recent stuff, but yeah, happy with how it's come out. So this was just a look for you new subscribers, and just showing that old models, you know, they still do come out to play, still get some love. But I think that's it for now for the older stuff. I do have an update on a project for you. Well, it's probably a completed project now actually to come next, and then we're going to have a look at two new locos that have well, they will enter the workbench once the things are finished. But for now, from the EWS 20, thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.